Welcome back again for another quick video. Today we're going to look at polishing the rings on a bell or barrel or any part of the other clarinet, in particular the bell today, because this has a little bit of green stuff in the back. But before we do, I want to show you a quick picture. This is an example of a barrel before and after the gilding. This is using the method that I mentioned at the very top of the last video, of where we polish the wood with a little bit of carnauba wax using a machine, and we don't clean anything off because you don't really see much. It just looks nicely polished, well, like this one is right now. And you just kind of leave it like that. It has a nice smooth feeling to it. But the last video I gave an example doing it at home using candle wax. And all you're really doing is you're protecting the wood from the gilding material, and you got to cut out the wax from the emblem, and then you fill in the emblem with the gilding material. But today we're going to clean the bell ring and bell ring, top and lower bell ring of this bell today. Now, a couple of things you want to do beforehand is you just don't want to take a metal polish. In this case, this is Moss metal polish. We're going to switch to this camera real quickly. So we have here some paper towels. We have the bell, of course. This is almond oil. You can buy it at Good Foods or any other place, really. This is actually Selmer boar oil. And we're not actually using it as boar oil, but I found this to be really good, since it's synthetic, at cleaning the green junk that we have right there, right by the bell ring. You have to remember it's just not on the bell ring, but it's probably below it, you know, on the edge of the inside of the bell and below the bell ring too. So we're going to use this liquid because it's synthetic. It will actually kill that stuff, and hopefully it'll soak in a bit more and get it below too, because almond oil, you know, is natural, and it can, if you leave it sitting in large amounts, get all gunky and gunk up stuff. So usually with oil is you oil it a little bit if we're oiling it, and then you let it sit overnight. You take a look at it the next day. If it still has oil on it, then you just wipe it off and you're done. If it soaks everything in, you want to wipe it down with oil again and continue on. But this we're going to use to clean the green junk right now. And then I'll describe the process a little bit more. Just synthetic boar oil. You use vinegar if you want. Be careful with the wood though. What we're going to also use is Moss metal polish here to polish up the rings. But we have to be careful. We just don't want to start using this. That's the reason for the oil. We are going to put oil on the wood inside and out, because that prevents the metal polish from getting in the grain of the wood, which is then a pain to clean out. It's kind of like what we did with the emblem with the wax. We put the wax down so that the gilding material doesn't get in the grain of the wood. And now we're going to use oil around here to prevent the polish from not getting into the grain of the wood. The green stuff is coming off quite nicely right now. It wasn't before. It's kind of weird how synthetic boar oil kind of kills the green stuff, isn't it? And it's good for the wood too, in a way. Remember, you add oil to wood or synthetic oil to wood to prevent water from being absorbed by the instrument. Because water, if it's put into a cold environment like in your car during the wintertime, will expand. When it expands, you can get cracks. That's, other than dropping it, that's one way you can get crack in the bell. Or any place else, really. So I'm going to grab some almond oil right now. Oh, green stuff came right off there. We just want to make sure to put oil around where we'll be polishing. That's the primary reason for it. You can just oil the whole thing if you want. And that'll be a simple Now, many times you see an instrument where there's the nickel is cloudy, you can just polish it up another time and get rid of the cloudiness. Many times if a ring is cloudy or metal is cloudy, it just hasn't been polished really well. Usually what you want to use is jeweler's white diamond polish. You're doing with the machine, or you just polish it another time with this stuff. You see you're not getting any in the wood because the oil is there. And you'll notice how dirty this is, how much more cleaner this is. Use your thumb and just kind of go back and forth around it. We'll put some more on here. Already looks pretty good. Just all manual labor at this point. Looks pretty good just like that. Looks pretty good just like that. Polish it a little bit. I think we're done. We're done with that ring. Now we're gonna get the bell ring itself. You notice there's no metal polish in the wood because we oiled it, and that'll keep the metal polish out of the wood itself. This is a lot easier using a machine though. But for polishing it at home, this is about the way to do it. We'll be doing key work at a different episode. But here, there's a lot more polished. You can see it here compared to over here. This is yellowed and spotty. This is much more polished over here. Just keep rotating the bell. See how dirty that is? Just rotating the bell back and forth. And a little bit of elbow grease. See how dirty that is? Hands are clean. My hands have a little bit of oil on them too. Wipe off the excess oil. Now the bell ring is clean and polished on top and bottom. And there's no excess polish to get out of the wood because the oil kept it out. Nice and simple, easy to do at home. That was very easy to do with the bell, and it's very easy to do in the barrel too. When we get into the upper and lower joints of clarinet next with the key work. Hope you liked it. Thumbs up, like, share, tell your friends about it, and we'll see you later.